This can be true for all of us and should be for all of us. We achieved our goals at MCS, and now we have bigger and better goals for our future. I welcome you tonight to the graduation ceremony for the 8th grade class of 2013. I'd like to thank you all for joining us this evening as we reflect on our 9-year journey at MCS. Now, if I could ask you all to please rise and join me in the saying of the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah. The future depends on what we do in the present. Tonight, as we all graduate and embark on our journey to high school, our future will play out before us. Our teachers here at MCS have prepared us for this journey that is right around the corner. These elementary and middle school years are the strong foundation that we will continue to build on. Without our family, friends, and teachers, these years here at MCS would not have been possible. It is all of their support that has brought us to where we all are today. During the past 9 years at MCS, we have made memories that will last a lifetime. We will continue to make more memories through high school. Paul Brandt once said, "Don't tell me the sky is the limit when there are footprints on the moon." Wherever you are going to high school, whether it be Belleville West or any other school, just remember, you can do anything that you set your mind to. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you to Ms. Bloomer and Ms. Drennan, the boys and the band, for those performances. It is my privilege and honor to recognize some of the individuals present this evening for the graduation ceremonies of the Millstadt Consolidated School class of 2013. First, I would like to offer my congratulations on achievement. I hope each of you will find success and happiness in your future endeavors. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. You will determine your success, but rely on many others to achieve this success." I would like to recognize some of those people at this time. If you are a parent of a graduate, please stand at this time. If you are a great-grandparent or grandparent of a graduate, please stand at this time. Thank you. Would the faculty and staff of the Millstadt Consolidated School District please stand at this time? Would the Board of Education members please stand at this time? Graduates, while you had to work hard, these people played a significant role in your success. Always remember that. In a moment, the following guests will be presenting honors. They include Commander Mick Cohagen, Ms. Diana Clark, Mr. Michael Todd, and Mrs. Rhonda Joshi. We also have in our presence some faculty and staff that will be retiring with the class of 2013. Their dedication to Millstadt Consolidated School has been integral to its success. We appreciate their hard work and wish them the best in their endeavors. Would the following retirees please stand as I read your names? Paraprofessional Ms. Kathy Ritter. Fifth grade teacher, Mr. Jeff Gaines. Seventh grade teacher, Mr. Dirk Gerke. And principal, Mr. Gary Hoover. Once again, thank you for your dedication. I would like to leave you with one last thought before the valedictorians continue their reflections. Vince Lombardi said, "The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will." I hope that you have the will and fortitude to find the success you seek. At this time, I wish to introduce Ms. Hannah Dingler to start the valedictorian reflections.
Good evening. My name is Hannah Dingler. I would like to thank all the friends, family, and grandparents for coming to support the class of 2013. Your support has helped us through our years at Millstadt. Our primary years set us up for success in all of the challenges we would face going through school. Kindergarten exposed us to the school setting. It was an exciting time for some and a scary time for others. The first day was met with both parents and students crying. We were on our own without our parents there for help when we needed it. We had to learn to trust unfamiliar people like our teachers and principal. We made new friends, learned to read, and learned to use our inside voices. No more yelling when we needed something. We had to raise our hands. We had stoplights for our discipline system. At the end of the day, we would get a green, yellow, or red stoplight. At the end of the week, if we were good, we would have Fun Friday. We all still remember nap time. Some hated it, while others loved it. Nap time would be greatly appreciated now. Hey, 8th grade teachers, would you consider adding that to the curriculum? Graduating from kindergarten meant we were moving up on the totem pole. In 1st grade, we were introduced to fact families and math. We also had the dreaded time test. We were given the responsibility to study for the weekly spelling test. In our Thanksgiving play, we became Indians. We sang songs and recited poems. School started getting pretty serious in 2nd grade. We were given lockers and had locker buddies. We learned cursive and were told that we would be using it a lot in school, but we soon learned out we would barely even use it. In the Thanksgiving play this year, we became pilgrims. At Christmas, Miss Kendra and Miss Lang put on a Christmas play with their classes. 3rd grade brought yet even more adventures and difficulties. Miss Link introduced us to flutophones. A few of the 3rd grade classes were in trailers alongside the school. Students had to travel to and from school for certain things, like lunch and PE. We were introduced to multiplication and ISATs. ISATs were pretty hard at first, but we soon got the hang of it. During this time, the primary center was being built. The class of 2013 will be the last graduating class that attended classes only at MCS. It is hard to believe for some parents and even some students that 9 years ago we were in this very same gym graduating from kindergarten. We had been taught many things here at Millstadt that will help with our success through life. We will never forget these wonderful years at Millstadt Consolidated School.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to wrong speech. Friends, parents, graduates, lend me your ears. I come to praise the MCS academic teams, not to mock them. This year, the 2012-2013 academic teams were an outstanding success with all the bright minds on the teams and all of their hard work, teamwork, and dedication. We made many new friends, worked hard at practices and competitions, brought home many awards, and shared the good times and the bad with our teammates. They're more like family than teams. One example of the hard work and dedication teammates had at their team was in Science Olympiad. With Mrs. Isringhouse as our coach, we placed first overall in the SIU regional competition with an overwhelming 15 firsts, 4 seconds, 1 third, and only 3 events unplaced. We qualified to go to the state competition at U of I, where we received a phenomenal 1 first, 2 seconds, 3 fourths, and 6 fifths. Overall, we placed 4th in state, our best in a decade. The MCS math team also performed very well at our competitions. Under the coaching of Mrs. Glazer, we placed first at the Belleville West Feeder School competition and placed 3rd in our division at the Math Counts Regional competition. There we had an unprecedented 3 students in the countdown round, which is for the top 12 finishers. 1 student placed 6th at the competition and qualified to attend the state Math Counts competition. The MCS Scholarable team was truly one of the best Scholarable teams MCS had seen in a while, both the coaches Mrs. Goldstein and Mrs. Graham. While the season was fantastic, with only a handful of losses, the real icing on the cake was when we went undefeated at the championship. 1 student smashed the MCS toss-up record of 19 to a total of 28 toss-ups. The MCS chess team also did a superb job this year. Under the leadership of Mr. Williams, we won a total of 12 matches and were only 1 point away from winning the championship. Although all of the winners are nice, they are mere trinkets in the box compared to all of the friendships that were formed and good times that were shared because of the teams. From clogged toilets to logic puzzles, and from portal talks to sugar pies, we have shared a lot of MCS academic teams. I hope that this kind of dedication continues in high school and that the good times keep rolling.
Hi, I'm Maggie Balls. I would like to begin by thanking all of the parents for the continuous support throughout our years at MCS and in the music program. Band started in 3rd grade with flutophones. Near the end of our 3rd grade year, we tried out instruments. We would come in at lunch, and Mrs. Link would be there with an instrument to try. After the few weeks it took to try all of it, you could circle the one you wanted to play on a little piece of paper if you chose to be band. Then came band. We learned how to put our instruments together. When 4th grade started and through the year, we learned the B-flat concert scale and C note. During that year, we learned that every year we would get the opportunity to go to solo and ensemble. When 5th grade came around, we felt like pros, but we're nowhere close. We knew some notes and one scale. It was time to learn technique. Mrs. Link always had posters up with the definitions of the techniques we were learning. We learned accents, dynamics, and slurs. We had the chance to play at every concert and play around 3 songs. To us, that was a lot. In 6th grade, we joined the infamous senior band. We became that band that everyone came to see, or so we thought. We learned more scales and about staccatos, 14 pianos, and much more. We had more difficult songs that we couldn't really play. We could even march in the parade. Then came contests. The 7th and 8th graders knew what to expect, but as 6th graders, we were scared. We ended up with the first superior. That year was Mrs. Link's last. She changed our views of music, which reminded me of this quote. Music can change the world because it can change people. Bono said this. In 7th grade, we got a new teacher, Ms. Grannon. She came in with some great ideas about the band. We could play the songs fairly well, but not as good as the 8th graders. We knew what to expect when contests came around, and were again our first superior band. In 8th grade, we became section leaders. We had power, or at least we liked to think so. We tried not to let that power go to our heads, but for some of us, it might have. We could play the songs within a few weeks at most. We could teach our sections too. As section leaders, we again pulled off the first superior. Overall, being in a band has been a great experience and has definitely prepared us for band in high school.
Throughout these past few years at MCS, we've learned many things, from history to science. We've covered pretty much everything on a variety of subjects. One thing we've learned about is music. Of course, it's a great opportunity to learn about music and singing. In junior chorale, we were told to sing scales and learn notes. That first year in 4th grade was amazing, as was the next year. In winter, we performed a Christmas concert. After that, we prepared for solo and ensemble, contests, and Six Flags. At Six Flags, we were able to sing with the junior high chorus, which was a big deal to a couple of 4th graders. Afterwards, we performed at spring concert. Every year, we do these concerts all the way up to now. After we'd entered junior high chorus, we were allowed to try out for swing choir and vote for officers. Through all of this, Miss Bloomer, our director, helped us through. She'd be there to help us with the rhythm, notes, and mixed melodies. Sometimes at the end of each year, she'd let us play that too. Alongside Miss Bloomer was her wonderful accompanist, Mr. Bloomer. He'd be at every contest and concert and play piano for us. Miss Bloomer would also help us with our solo and ensemble pieces. She always got around to it, as she told me when asked about a circular necklace and go to it in the center. Also, Mrs. Jones, our awesome choreographer, has helped many learn the dance steps for swing choir throughout the years. So big thank you, Miss Bloomer, Mr. Bloomer, Mrs. Jones, and everyone else who has supported the course. We've had a wonderful time with all of you and had a great time at MCS.
Hello, graduates, family, and friends. My name is Sabrina Kaczynski. This year's athletic program is astonishing. In every sport, the coaches require good grades, outstanding sportsmanship, and a healthy personality. Participating in this year's athletic program has been a magical journey for each athlete. During the fall, the girls' softball team's record was 9-6. We also placed second in conference. The girls came together as a team and set the tone during these games. We learned how to play to each other's intensity and skill. Baseball also had a great year with only 14 wins and 4 losses. We were the AA Division champions, and our 8th grade baseball players were amazing leaders for incoming 6th graders. We did an excellent job of working together and supporting each other. The soccer season was an extremely successful season. We won 9 games and lost 1. We lost to the always talented and extremely competitive Bolton Junior High. Our soccer team trained hard to be one of the best teams in the league. We worked hard through tough times to pull out the winning goal. Now to the spring school, track. This year we had many successful meets and placed 3rd in the Red Bud Invitational. Unfortunately, most of our 8th graders were on the 8th grade trip during conference. We placed 5th in conference thanks to our hard-working 7th and 6th graders. This season, we worked hard to win and had a great season. At MCS, the athletes learned that it isn't about winning or losing. It's about playing to the best of your ability. It isn't about putting a group together and calling them a team, it's about working as one. And MCS has taught us that. I hope all of our athletes go into high school and be involved and be active, because it is a beautiful thing when you're a part of the sport. Thank you.
Participating in an MCS sport has truly been an amazing experience. Every coach has worked hard to improve our skills and make us the best that we can be. Parents supported us no matter how we performed. The sports at MCS taught many of us teamwork, good sportsmanship, and responsibility. Our girls' basketball team stayed strong throughout the whole season. We played hard no matter how the outcome was looking. We finished with 12 wins and 8 losses. The boys' basketball team had an outstanding season. They became Cahokia AA Division champions. They finished an amazing season with 19 wins and only 6 losses. The cheerleaders cheered them on all season. They kept spirits high no matter what the scoreboard looked like. The MCS girls volleyball team was always energetic and ready to play. We learned many skills that will stay with us for the rest of our lives. We had many outstanding individuals, but when we played as a team, we truly shined. Wrestling was very successful this season. They finished a wonderful season with 8 wins and 7 losses. There were many very exciting matches throughout the season. I know everyone who has participated in an MCS sport has improved in many aspects. We would all like to thank our parents and coaches for helping us along this amazing journey. They devoted many hours of their time to help us be the best we can be.
Hello, good evening. My name is Millstadt, and if no one said it already, welcome to the graduation for the class of 2013. It is both an honor and a pleasure to be up here on the stage, standing next to this podium, representing my fellow students. Although I can't account for the memories of all of my classmates, I can still share with you some of mine. It all really begins way back in 4th grade. During this year, we all accomplished many great things, with the assistance of the teachers. This was the year that we all felt like we were no longer little kids, but still weren't considered grown up. And this year, we had knowledge drilled into our brains and originality sewn into our hearts. 5th grade is when things really began to change for me. We were all a little nervous about the aspect of changing classes, but our new teachers made the process as painless as possible. We took an educational yet interesting excursion to the Science Center in St. Louis. We all learned more independence and increased our ability to manage our own time. One special memory I personally have is that we had these journals in English class that we always had to write and draw pictures in. And I also remember the thread of blue slips if we ever missed a homework assignment. Now in 6th grade, we all felt even more grown up and more mature. This was the first year we had a real chance to join any academic clubs. Science Olympiad, chess team, and even math team were all opened up to any student eager to join. Every student was issued a punch card and a lanyard. If you were tardy, missed a homework assignment, or needed a hall pass, you got a punch. Even if this seemed stressful at the time, it really taught us that we always needed to remember to grab supplies. 7th grade is when everyone began to decide who he or she wanted to be. We took a trip to Springfield, Illinois, and learned about life in the real world through an interactive experience at SWIC. 7th grade was when it was mandatory to take notes in history, survive pop quizzes, and successfully complete numerous literature projects. We even got a chance to dissect a frog and create a children's book in science class. Overall, the middle years have been crucial but memorable years in our time here at MCS. Looking back, I wouldn't change a thing I did because they all led me to who I am today. And everyone can achieve greatness through effort and hard work.
We have all grown close over our years at MCS, which makes it even harder to say goodbye. This year we have been taught life lessons and we have been prepared for the next chapter in our lives, high school. Our parents and teachers believed we could succeed and they pushed us further to be better in every aspect of life. They have all made huge impacts on every one of us. I would like to thank our teachers, Miss Ault, Miss Wilson, Mr. Belosi, Miss Ford, Miss Glazer, Miss Lyman, Miss Goldstein, and all of the substitutes, helpers, and extracurricular teachers for all the hard work that they have done. I would also like to thank parents, grandparents, and others who have helped encourage us that we can accomplish all of our goals. These people have all had a very special part in making us the people that we are today. The end of this year is very bittersweet. We get to go to a new school next year, but this is our last year with the people we grew up with at Millstadt. Although this year has been fun and memorable, we will miss our class of 2013.
Hi, my name is Ethan Lamont. One of the biggest highlights of this year will be the 8th grade class trip to Washington, D.C. and New York. It was a great time to see places and things that we had only seen in pictures. It was also a great opportunity to spend time with friends. We got off to a rough start with the bus breaking down only a few hours on the trip, but the rest of the way was great. Some crazy bus drivers scaffolding on every building, and superhero tour guides and many coffee shops along the way. The trip was a memorable experience for almost every 8th grader. Now that our year is coming to a close, I can say that this class has had a great year. We will continue our lives through high school and into whatever lies next. This class of 2013 graduates from MCS will try the best to do the best. So let us go into our future to be the best we can be. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Chloe Dozier, and this evening it is my pleasure to talk to you about our future. Stephen Chbosky, author of the best-selling book, Perks of Being a Wallflower, wrote this. So I guess we are who we are for a lot of reasons. And maybe we'll never know most of it. But even if we don't have the power to choose where we come from, we can still choose where we go from here. We can still do all things and try to feel good about them. I love this book because it is completely true. We have the power to choose where we take our lives from here, and we can do all things. As we go on from 8th grade, our next step in our lives is high school. We may just depart in our own ways. Some of us will join theater, speech and acting, band and chorus, while others of us will be active in sports. Even some of us will be going to different high schools. I know that MCS and our parents have prepared us well for our future. Now it's our turn to show MCS and our parents that we are ready for our futures. Over the years, we've heard many times our parents, teachers, and even listeners leaders tell us to make good choices. So now it's time to put the advice into good use. So as we go on from here, I would ask you to remember where we've come from and all the great times we've had here at MCS as we go out to meet our futures. So good luck to all my classmates, and thank you to all of our parents, grandparents, teachers, family, and friends for preparing us for our future. Thank you.
Congratulations to the class of 2013. I'm Mick Coy, commander of Millstadt VFW Post 7980, and I'm here to award 2 patriotic awards to students voted by the faculty for excellence in the knowledge of the United States Constitution and the history of our great nation. Our first award goes to Lydia Taylor. Our second award goes to Eli Teeman.
Good evening. My name is Diana Clark, and I represent the Millstadt American Legion. And I'm here to present 2 outstanding students the American Legion School Award. I'd like to read the certificate for you. It says that this certificate of distinguished achievement is awarded to these students in recognition of attainment acquired as winner of the American Legion School Award, in further recognition of the possession of those high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service, which are necessary to the preservation and protection of the fundamental institutions of our government and the advancement of our society. The first award is awarded to Lydia Taylor.
Good evening. I'm representing the Millstadt Commercial Club. Millstadt Commercial Club Award recipient will show the highest level of respect to their classmates. This individual is ready to assist with projects and responsive to their teachers. He or she will be constantly looking for ways to improve with the students. Their assignments will be prompt and their demeanor will be cheerful. The winner will be service to their community in years to come. They will continue the strong commitment so deeply engrossed in commercial club philosophy. The 2013 winner of this award is Jillian Rosencrantz.
The chairman of the Millstadt Optimist Student of the Month program. I'm here tonight to announce the Student of the Year. And before I do that, I would like to congratulate all the Students of the Month that we had this past school year. They worked really hard, did a good job. And so the Student of the Year is Amanda Wagner.
I would like to lend my congratulations to all of those award recipients, and you are truly deserving. I think you've heard from several of our valedictorians this evening already. I think they are a testament to the type of students that we want to turn out here at Millstadt Consolidated School. However, I was watching the crowd during these speeches. You guys were very attentive students. And one of my sayings here at school is often, the apples don't fall far from the tree. And believe me, that's true. And quality parents who understand the importance of education, emphasize that to their children, turn out students, graduates like you here at MCS. So I thank you for that. Now, a group of students who I would like to recognize for their hard work this evening, they also put in a lot of hard work as 7th graders because they were selected for being at the top of their 7th grade class to be ushers tonight's graduation, which is a real honor. They are Emma Badke, Kylie Burke, Sarah Freeze, Addison Andusek, Sarah Hayden, Gabriella Holmes, Michaela Kuhlman, Kelly Cooley, Andrew Moss, Taylor Bethenia, Connor Odom, and Andrew Romano. And I believe many of them are in the back there. Would you wave, guys? The first group of individuals I would like to recognize as a group is our Beta Club. Would our Beta Club members please rise? These students, in order to become a member of the Beta Club, which is a service organization as well as an honor organization, must be on our honor roll 3 out of 4 quarters. All of them do service hours. The entire group of Beta Club members this year contributed 1,675 hours of service to the community. There's a congratulations. 2 of the Beta Club members, and they've already been mentioned tonight, but I do want to recognize them. One is one of the 8th grade graduates, Jillian Rosencrantz. She had 50 hours of service turned in. And then one of our ushers, Taylor Bethenia, 53 service hours turned in. Again. group of individuals who I would like to recognize. And these are recipients of the President's Award for Academic Excellence. To receive that award, they had to maintain a 3.5 or above out of a 4.0 grade scale for the year. Would the recipients of the President's Award for Academic Excellence please stand? While they're standing, I have a letter here. Each of them received a copy of this letter along with their certificate of recognition. This is a letter from President Barack Obama. Please accept my congratulations on receiving the President's Education Award. I am pleased to join your family, friends, and teachers in recognizing this tremendous achievement. Nothing will have a greater impact on your success and the success of our nation than the knowledge and skills you gain in the classroom. Your future is in your hands, and as long as you stay focused on your studies, there is not a single thing you cannot accomplish. By earning this award, you have shown the discipline and drive to excel academically, and I encourage you to carry those qualities forward in all that you do. Congratulations again. I applaud the example you set for students across our country, and I wish you all the best for the years ahead. President Barack Obama. One other group I want to recognize, and often these students go unheralded. But I'll guarantee you, they work as hard as any other student in the school. Maybe they don't get A's and B's, but I'll guarantee you that C or that D that they achieve is an accomplishment for all their hard work. I think some of you may have been in those shoes. You understand exactly what I'm talking about. Things don't always come that easy. And they are sitting here in this group as well, and they also deserve to be recognized. Please give them a round of applause. And my last comments to you as graduates, I've often told other groups this in the past, and I hope it rubs off and sinks in. But several of us got to be real good friends in the office, almost on a first name basis. Okay? Some of us met regularly. However, as I've told them all, I never give you bad advice. And you can bet it. Thank you. I would now like to introduce to you, in his other capacity as President of the MCS School Board, Mr. Mike Todd.
Thank you, Mr. Hoover, and thank you to all for being here tonight to honor our students. I would be remiss if I did not thank Mr. Hoover for years of service to the school and to this community. I had the pleasure to have Mr. Hoover as a teacher, a colleague on the Millstadt Township Board, and the ability to work with him while he was administrator and I served on the board at Millstadt School. He was the man in my life, and again, graduates, he doesn't give you bad advice. He taught me to have moderation. Thank you, Mr. Hoover. Graduates, today is the day to celebrate graduating from Millstadt Consolidated School and reflect on your experience here at MCS. This is an accomplishment and you and your family should all be very proud. This ceremony reminds me of my time at MCS. I believe it was 1987 when I and Mr. Muskoff wore those Marine gowns. And I remember how proud my family was that we were moving on to Belleville West and how excited our teachers were that we were just leaving. I know that in the audience tonight there are people here who share those same feelings of pride. Many parents, grandparents, brothers, and sisters beaming with pride. But there are many community members that are not here with us tonight that also beam with that same pride. You see, over the years, many students have passed through these hallways, exceptional students, exceptional athletes, but the common link between all of them is the village of Millstadt and the bond that holds it together. All of you will go off to high school, then to college. Some of you will leave your hometown, and many of you will start your life in another city or state. But remember, you are now and forever part of this community. During your journey of life, I encourage you to use this community, use the strengths and everything it has given to you, from the great base education of this district, the life lessons that you learned from Mr. Hoover, and the memories of the fabulous ice cream that Ms. Drennan provided for you 1 block away. Millstadt is where many of your memories will lie. This is where many of your closest friends will come from. You may not realize it in 2013, but as you get older, you realize that many of your true friends are your grade school friends. You may not see them for years, but eventually you'll come back for a homecoming, and it won't take long for some reminiscing about the great baseball season that you had, or the wonderful catch that was made in the New Ethan softball game, or even how great of a teacher Mr. Gaze was in 5th grade. I will say that my 8th grade class broke down Mr. Gaze. That was a great year, Mr. Gaze. But you will be missed tremendously. Getting back to my point, the memories that were created during your time in MCS will be with you forever. This community, this school will always be with you. These are the years that will not be forgotten. But what you will forget, and I have forgotten it, is no matter how hard I try to remember, is what the school board president said the night you graduated. I can't recall a single word from the speech, and you will not remember a single word I'm saying right now, and I will not take it personally. So, since you will not also remember how long I spoke, I'm going to offer you a couple more thoughts. As you leave here tonight as the next round class at Millstadt Consolidated School, remember the key to success is education. Keep on learning and keep on working hard. Thomas Jefferson once said, "I am a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more of it I have." But I will challenge you to remember 3 obligations that you'll have in your life. The first and most important one is to be true to yourself. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited. Do not waste it living in someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and your own intuition." Your second obligation is to your family. These people are the ones that nurtured you. They're the ones that read to you, drove you to all those extracurricular activities. These are the same people that are here cheering for you tonight. The last obligation is to society in general. You have an obligation to help change the world and make a difference. Your generation will be the next leaders of this country, this village, this school. For some of you, the difference will come through volunteer work. Some of you may become a public teacher. Some of you may become a public servant and serve your community in this particular fashion. Lastly, some of you will make a difference just by paying attention, speaking out when you see an injustice, and simply being a great public citizen. Finally tonight, please remember these years at Millstadt are part of you. Cherish it. Be proud of being from a small town. Never forget where you came from, and always, always be proud to be called a Panther. Thank you.
Board President Mike Todd and the Board of Education, it is my pleasure to present to you the Millstadt Consolidated School graduating class of 2013. Madison Abernathy. Jamie D. Ahim. Maggie Lauren Baltz. Kyle Lee Bammer. Bridget Baird. Courtney Baird. Josephine Renee Beckner. Samuel Paul Bernowski. He should have a President Education Award by his name as well. Joseph H. Beesing. William Bischoff. Benjamin Thomas Blankard. Haley Christine Bold. Madeline Brown. Connor Jacob Burns. Jason Kyle Carr. Jacob Dylan Payson. Haley Michelle Casper. Tristan Robert Caswell. Brendan John Chenard. Cole William Clark. Casey Asher Collier. Mackenzie Ann Cooper. Jacob W. Craig. Alexandra Alexis Dom. Hannah Elizabeth Dingler. Corey Ann Denny. Paige Marie Denzer. Jamie Lynn Donahue. Chloe Faye Dozier. Samantha Jordan Early. Aiden J. Ferrer. Austin L. Firestone. Taylor R. Fulger. Mackenzie Marie Gannon. Celinda Nicole Gaskill. Shelby Nicole Gates. Lauren B. Gibson. Greg. Madison Taylor Rimmer. Madison Elise Groening. Sabrina Rose Berlinski. Adam Harbison. Lauren Marie Heffron. Cole Daniel Hensel. Dale Allen Hoff. Chloe Isabella Holtrup. Ellie Rebecca Hopkins. Ronald Eugene Hauser, Jr. Devin Michael Hubbs. Thaddeus Hubler. Alyssa K. James. Jake Jenkins. Michael Joseph Jenkins. Katie Ann Johnston. Scott Everett Johnston. Tara Margaret Peck. Tyler J. Kitchell. Michael Anthony Klotz. Brandy Marie Conkle. Ryan Dean Corbus. Reed Joseph Lamey. Ethan H. Lamont. Chelsea Pearl Lang. Samantha C. Large. Abby N. Mass. Brianna McCrary. Joshua McManus. Madeline Miller. Alexa Brianne Morris. Morgan Elizabeth Mersich. Joseph A. Mundy. Bryce Bennett Oldham. Maxwell Scott Oakland. Emily Jane Otten. Alicia Lynn Pauley. Michael S. Penberthy. Trevor David Pentland. Sabrina Nicole Pettkirk. Abigail Rose Querin. Christopher Gage Rainey. Devin Robert Randolph. Colton Carson Rhodes. Justin Michael Richardson. Thomas Richardson. Tessa Marie Robinson. Jillian Constance Rosenkrantz. Cameron Michael Rubin. Carly Sale. Cassie Jean Sams. Lauren Nicole Seibert. Hannah Rebecca Seidlitz. Ty Joseph Shalansky. Megan N. Smith. Elizabeth Ann Stiles. Carter J. Casted. Lydia K. Taylor. Eli Benjamin Tiemann. Gerald Byron Turner III. Luke Vallandigham. Veronica Vanderplum. Lucas J. Boat. Austin Beaudry. Nicholas Eric Walsh. Peter Harrison Weck. Amanda Marie Wegner. Elena Worth. Kyle Ziegel.
And first, I want to say that I'm honored to be representing MCS's class of 2013 as a valedictorian. During our many years here at MCS, we learned lifelong skills that will take us to the top in high school and the years beyond. We were faced with many problems while attending MCS, but we found a solution to them all. While being a student at MCS, we had many friendships. Many of those people were the ones that we met in kindergarten and that grew up to be our very best friends. Those relationships will last forever. These people have seen us on our brightest days and during our darkest hours. It is unbelievable to think that just 9 years ago, we were 5 years old, nervous about coming into the big school. Now we're anxious to move on to the next stage of our lives. The teachers at MCS pushed us to our limits. Believe me, we all worked hard to pass a certain test or to get our roll for the year. The amazing teachers were here right beside us every step of the way, encouraging us to be the best that we could be. We couldn't ask for more devotion than that. Speaking of devotion, I would like to thank Mr. Hoover for his service to our school for the past 45 years. We are now independent young adults, given the tools and the knowledge to succeed. Today is definitely a sad day, but a happy one too. We've made so many memories that are never to be forgotten, but we will make so many more. It isn't the end, it's more of a new beginning. So congratulations and farewell to the MCS class of 2013.